History is filled with unsolved puzzles, but there are some rare photos that leave even the sharpest minds completely stumped. In this video, we are going to uncover 10 historical photos that left scientists completely speechless. Let's dive in. What you are seeing right now isn't some digital trickery or a photoshopped hoax. It's a real-life phenomenon called the Hessdalen lights. These mysterious lights have been appearing in the Hessdalen Valley in central Norway for decades, stretching across a 12-kilometer area. It was first spotted in the 1930s, and since then, their sightings have only grown more frequent over time. The light can show up at any time, day or night, and when they do, they float above the valley, glowing in shades of bright white, yellow, and even red. The phenomenon can last anywhere from a few seconds to several hours. Witnesses say the lights move unpredictably, sometimes speeding by, other times drifting slowly or swaying back and forth. The mystery became so compelling that in 1998, researchers set up the Hessdalen Automated Monitoring Station, equipped with tools to detect electromagnetic waves whenever the lights appeared. Many theories have been proposed, but the exact cause of these strange lights remains unknown. Perhaps one day the truth will come to light. This photo has sparked wild theories, with many believing it captured a time traveler in action. Taken in 1941, during the reopening of the South Fork Bridge in Canada. This picture is nearly 82 years old. Among the crowd, there's one young man who stands out, dressed in clothing that seems oddly modern for the time. Because of his out-of-place appearance, he's earned the name the time-traveling hipster. While his fashion choices seems like a leap ahead of 1941, experts agree that his look, though unusual, wasn't entirely impossible for the era. Take his shirt, for example. It features the letter M, which references the Montreal Maroons hockey team that was active that time. His glasses and Kodak camera were also available back then, reinforcing the idea that he's not a time traveler, just a guy with an unusual ahead of his time fashion sense for the era. So while the time traveler theory is fun to think about, it's likely this man was simply ahead of his time with his unique style. You have probably seen this eerie image floating around the internet. The infamous Hook Island sea monster, captured in December 1964 by French photographer Robert Lee Sarek. This bizarre, tadpole-like creature was reportedly spotted in the waters of Hook Island, Queensland, Australia. While exploring the area with his family and friends, hand Long, Lee Sarek claimed they suddenly came across this massive black serpentine creature lurking beneath the space. Without hesitation, he snapped several photographs, capturing what would become one of the most debated scripted sightings in history. However, not everyone was convinced. Many believe this was an elaborate hoax, with theories suggesting that Lee Sarek staged the creature using a large black plastic sheet weighed down underwater to create the illusion of a giant sea monster. Adding to the skepticism, reports later surfaced that Lee Sarek was wanted by Interpol for fraud, casting even more doubt on his credibility. Despite this, the Hook Island sea monster remains a chilling mystery. Was it an undiscovered deep sea creature or just an elaborate scam? We'll let you decide. At first glance, this may look like a typical squadron photo, but once you notice the detail, You can never unsee it. This eerie image belongs to Goddard Squadron, a Royal Air Force unit that was disbanded after World War One. But look closely at the back row. Do you see it? Ghostly face seems to be peering over a soldier's shoulder, and many believe it belongs to Freddie Jackson, an airman who tragically died on November 7th, 1980, in a gruesome propeller accident. The chilling part? This photo was taken 2 days after his death. Even a stranger, the location of his accident didn't match where this picture was taken, meaning he couldn't even have been physically present. Yet, there he is, his face eerily clear, as if posing one last time with his comrades. Was this just an eerie photographic illusion? Or did Freddie Jackson's spirit return for a final goodbye? That's for you to decide. At first glance, this may seem like just another lunar photo, but what if I told you NASA once labeled it as blank? This image, known as the Geophone Rock Anomaly, was taken during Apollo 17's final mission to the moon in December 1972. Initially dismissed as an empty frame, a mysterious way. When contrast adjustments and noise reductions were done, it revealed something shocking, a pyramid like structure lurking on the moon's surface. The formation appears eerily similar to the pyramids of Egypt, leading many to speculate whether it's a natural rock formation, a glitch in the image, or something far more intriguing. Could this be evidence of an ancient lunar civilization? The photo captured by the Ella Re Rovers Hasselblad camera and officially numbered AES 17135 2680 has fueled decades of debate, opening new questions about what might really be hidden on the moon. Is this just an optical illusion? Or are we looking at something NASA never intended us to see? The mystery remains unsolved. This unsettling black and white photograph, known as the Cooper falling body, seems ordinary at first glance. Just two young boys sitting on the laps of two women, frozen in time. But look closer, and you'll see what turns this family photo into a chilling nightmare. On the left side of the image, something horrifying lurks, a lifeless body, either falling from the ceiling or eerily suspended in mid-air. Its blurred, ghostly form hovers above the candles on the table, a disturbing presence no one in the picture seems to notice. Believed to have been taken in 1959, possibly in Texas, the story goes that a family just moved into a new home and decided to celebrate with a photo, unaware of the horrific secret lurking in the frame. It wasn't until the picture was developed that the nightmare revealed itself. To this day, no one has confirmed origins of this photograph. Some experts speculate it's the result of a double exposure, while others believe it could be a recent hoax created by layering multiple images, but with no clear evidence of tampering and no verifiable source. The question remains, was this a camera glitch, or did this photo capture something far more sinister? What you are looking at is known as the Black Knight satellite, an object that has fueled conspiracy theories for decades. Its dark, futuristic appearance and mysterious orbit have led many to believe that it isn't just space junk, but something far more otherworldly. Some claim the Black Knight is an extraterrestrial prop, silently orbiting Earth in a near polar trajectory, possibly watching us. Others believe NASA has been actively covering up its existence, brushing off any inquiries with a more mundane explanation. This eerie photograph was taken during the STS-88 mission in 1998, the first space shuttle mission to the International Space Station. But strangely, reports of an unidentified object in Earth's orbit go back much further. In the early 20th century, Nikola Tesla picked up unexplained radio signals, and later physicist Jorgen Halls detected mysterious echoes that some now attribute to this enigmatic satellite. Then in 1960, the US Navy reportedly detected an unknown object in orbit, long before any country had the technology to launch such a satellite. Coincidence? NASA insists there's nothing paranormal here, stating that the Black Night is simply a thermal blanket that broke loose while astronauts were connecting an American module to a Russian module on the ISS. But with so many unexplained signals and eerie coincidences, you have to wonder, is this really just space debris, or is it something watching us from above? The chilling tale of the Watertown ghost dates back to December 1924, when sailors James Courtney and Michael Mahan met a gruesome fate aboard the SS Watertown. While cleaning out a cargo tank, a tragic accident claimed their lives, and on December 4th, they were given a traditional burial at sea. But their story didn't end there. Shortly after their burial, crew members reported seeing ghostly faces, eerily resembling the two sailors, floating alongside the ship in the waves. Their hollow eyes and spectral expression sent shivers down the spine of those who witnessed them. At first, no one on land believed their terrifying account. That is, until Captain Keith Tracy captured something chilling on film. He took a series of photographs, and what you are looking at is the sixth and clearest, an image that appears to show two ghostly faces emerging from the sea. Paranormal researchers later investigated the images, with some dismissing them as a hoax, possibly orchestrated by psychic researcher Hayward Carrington. But that remains just a theory. Even today, the Watertown ghost remains one of the most infamous maritime hauntings ever recorded. Were these spirits truly lingering in the waves, or was it all an eerie trick of the light? You decide. On May 23rd, 1964, firefighter and amateur photographer Jim Templeton captured what would become one of the most baffling and debated images in history. Taken at Burgh Marsh in UK, the photograph shows his young daughter Elizabeth sitting among wildflowers, a simply innocent and ordinary moment until you notice what's behind her. A humanoid figure dressed in what appears to be a white astronaut like suit looms just over her shoulder. The eerie futuristic figure has since been dubbed the Solway Spaceman due to its uncanny resemblance to an astronaut. Templeton took 3 photos that day, and in all three, the figure was present. Shocked by what he saw, he took the images to the police, who dismissed them as nothing suspicious. But when a local newspaper, Cumberland News, published the story, it went viral worldwide. Skeptics argue that the image is either a hoax or a mere trick of the light. Some believe The figure is simply Templeton's wife, Annie, captured facing away from the camera in a white dress. Others insist that it was a man in a helmet, standing at just the right angle to appear mysterious. But here's where it gets even stranger. Kodak themselves analyzed the negative and confirmed that the image had not been tampered with. Was this an optical illusion, a hoax, or something beyond our understanding? The Solvay spaceman remains an unsolved mystery, fueling speculation even decades later. On November 22, 1963, as President John F. Kennedy's motorcade rolled through Dallas Plaza in Dallas, Texas, one woman stood out from the crowd, a mysterious figure wearing a babushka style headscarf, calmly filming history unfold in front of her. She would later be known as the Babushka Lady, a ghost in plain sight during one of the most shocking events in American history. While the rest of the crowd erupted into chaos following the assassination of JFK, she remained eerily composed, continuing to film the scene as if she knew more than she let on. Then, just as mysteriously as she appeared, she vanished, never to be identified or questioned. Despite an extensive FBI investigation, her identity remains unknown. Some people believe she was a Russian spy planted there to document the assassination. Others claim she was Beverly Oliver, a woman who came forward in the 1970s, insisting she was the Babushka lady, but with no solid proof. The most chilling question of all remains unanswered. What happened to the film she captured that day? If her footage could provide answers, why has it never surfaced? Was it confiscated, destroyed, or did she disappear along with the truth? The Babushka lady remains one of the most haunting mysteries surrounding JFK's assassination, one that may never be solved. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the bell icon for more exciting content. Let us know in the comments which part of the video integrated you the most. We would love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.